Hi, it's Louisa Jewell here, and welcome to the Science of the Good Life, helping you be happier, stronger, and more successful. Now, in my last video blog, I talked about how 2015 was really one of the most challenging years of my life, and I want to dedicate the next several video blogs to what I did to maintain my psychological well-being, my happiness, and even have more flourishing in my life throughout the year. Now, to preface this, I want to say that in the end of 2014, my husband and I split up. Now, you have to understand, I love my husband. I adored my husband. I did not want this to happen. I was devastated. I was so sad at the end of my marriage. It was really not something that I wanted in my life. It's not anything that I ever even anticipated in my life. This was not how I saw my life. But I had to accept that this was happening to me, that this was my new reality. So the first thing that I did to take care of myself was take care of my body. Yes, that is the absolute first thing that I did. I went into hyper self-care mode. So what did I do? I started eating better. I started to eat a lot more vegetables. I started to eat a lot more vegan. I still eat meat, but I cut out a lot of the meat that I was eating, or I had smaller portions. I ate a lot more fish and legumes. And so, I wasn't a fanatic about it. If I went to somebody's birthday, I'd eat their birthday cake and but I really started to be very careful because I knew that I needed to put nutritious food into my body to nourish my body. Now, the second thing I did to go into hyper self-care mode is I exercised every day. I made sure that I was moving every single day. Now, I did not engage in exercise that was stressful or would strain my body. Now was not the time to do CrossFit or run a marathon or spin classes. I really needed to engage in exercise that was going to engage more of the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's the parts of our brains that really allow us to relax and de-stress while exercising. So I did things like yoga, or I would go for a run in the forest where I could see beautiful nature, or I'd take my dog with me on my run, or take a friend with me on my run. So these were all things that I was exercising, but it was fun and engaging. And now I've just taken up aerial silks. If you've seen it, you can look it up on the internet. And it's just one more thing that I do that is artistic and beautiful and fun and good for your body, but again, calms me, and it's a wonderful addition to just my own happiness levels. Now, the third thing that I did is I actually stopped drinking alcohol on a regular basis. So I used to have, I'm Sicilian, I'm, Italian. I'd have my, red glass of wine with dinner, or while I was making dinner, I'd pour myself a glass of wine and, have drinking that wine while I was making dinner. And what I realized is that alcohol is a depressant. It's something that we can turn to escape. And I realized that I couldn't do that anymore. I could not afford to be drinking a depressant when I was going through a really hard time. So what I decided to do is the only time I would have a glass of wine is when I was with my girlfriends and we were out and, and having fun. So those were three things that I actually did to take care of my body first. Surprisingly, people are surprised at that when they say, what did you do when all this stuff started happening? I'll share more about what happened in 2015, so it wasn't the only thing that happened. But that was the first thing I did. I took care of my body. And guess what? I lost a lot of weight. I got stronger. I have muscles now. I feel great in my body. And that also contributes to my confidence levels. So we know that physical activity and being physically fit, in fact, does increase your confidence. So that helps me as I'm doing a lot of things in my life and growing my business. I need that confidence. So all of these things not only increase happiness, but also increase confidence levels. So that's my first tip. And I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.